How's it going, viewers? Welcome to our first episode of Naughty Trainers in the Wild. Today, I'm going to be showing you two naughty trainers that we found on the stream yesterday on Sunday. And first things first, I'm going to tell you all right now, this is not to shame these people. This is not to shame anyone who has these Pokemon. This is more just, poking fun of these trainers, poking fun of people who have these Pokemon. Because if you have these Pokemon, they're obviously hacked, they're obviously cloned, they're obviously genned. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. There is no reason to have these Pokemon on your team. But regardless, I felt like, trying to go searching for wild hacking trainers in the random settings, etc., and the random internet that is the battle formats, etc. And I found two naughty trainers here on the stream, and we all were having some laughs. I was just bringing in some random Pokemon. I didn't really train this team up. Actually, it is fully trained, but I didn't really plan this team out. So, our first naughty trainer is going to be a very naughty boy. You can see how naughty he is just from the lovely, lovely, lovely Spectre over there with the very obvious hacked name known as mgdiscord.co. That is clearly a very legit Spectre. The only way that thing could be even more legit is if it were shiny. Totally 100% legit over there. I think the Eternatus is, actually authentic. I think that is his Eternatus. But regardless, we found that we were looking for some naughty trainers. Once again, this is not to shame these people, but more to poke fun of them and say, if you find one of these Pokemon, just release it. Just release it. There's no reason to have it. In any case, I blow up this Spectre with a critical hit from my Absol. For those of you who don't know, Absol gets a nice ability if you combine it with an item and 3 specific movesets where it gets permanent crits. Now, I get hit with the Dynamax Beam. Obviously, this Dynamax, this Eternatus is a story Eternatus. It's not fully trained, otherwise that would have blown up my Absol. My Absol is not carrying an Assault Vest, not special defensive. And we get another naughty Pokemon here. That is a totally authentic, totally legit Garchomp there on my opponent's side of the field. Clearly from a very reputable location, very reputable source. And regardless, I decide, you know what, I don't care. We've already had our fun. We've already had our chuckles. So I'm just going to go for my Dynamax here. Going to go and see if I can't do something here. See what I can do with my Talonflame here. Gonna go from max airstream into the Garchomp. As for the Eternatus, we're just gonna blow it up with this here Absol. Now, as you probably saw a while ago, I'm not the very biggest fan when it comes to using certain Pokemon in the VGC format, but when it comes to Talonflame and it's just a regular I don't care battle, well, I don't care. So I went for my Airstream, didn't bother doubling down into the Eternatus. I don't really mind losing either of my Pokemon here. I get the critical hit because it's permacrit Absol. Stone Edge to the face to Faria. Poor Faria gets blown up in the face by that Garchomp. Even if it is hacked, even if it is gender, whatever, it's still gonna deal a lot of damage. Flamethrower comes out, gonna burn up my Absol. I don't think it mattered there. I'm at 13 HP. Regardless, my Absol goes down. So, I'm coming out next. I decide, you know what, let's bring out the two main heavy hitters of the team. Not talking about Toph and Azula, I'm talking about Lenoa and Caesar here. They're actually very fast Pokemon that hit very hard. So I go for Lenoa, I go for Caesar, and I'm just gonna blow my opponent up now. His Pokemon are too weak to withstand either of my attacks, and I already know what he has in the background. He has a Cinderace, he still has the Charmeleon, and he still has the Moltres in the back. Not sure if you saw it in the preview window, but those are the two Pokemon in the back, and my two Pokemon can easily handle whatever he sends out next. If it's not the Moltres, at least. But I am going to be keeping Toph to hopefully deal with the Moltres, but the obviously legitimate Garchomp with the with the rough skin. Gonna break my Focus Sash there, but it doesn't matter. Lenoa has Beast Boost. She's just gonna take that KO and just steamroll with it. Caesar gonna go for the Psychic Fangs here, finish off the Eternatus. There's nothing more my opponent can do here in this setting. That is gonna be the end of my opponent's legendary spam and the end of the naughty boy here. He was a very naughty boy, but you know what? He only had two. He only had two of those naughty Pokemon on his team. He only had two. The next person you'll see, he's a very naughty boy. He's a very, very naughty boy. But this person, you know, he's not a naughty boy. He's just naughty. As for Pokemon, as you can see here, they're perfectly normal. They are just a Cinderace and a Charmeleon. Probably a story Charmeleon, probably a story Cinderace. This is probably a, you know, story-driven team. And he probably found, you know, probably got the Spectre and probably got the Garchomp from Wonder Trade. But if you encounter these Pokemon that have these names like Discord, etc., or Machamps.com or something like that, just release them. Just release them. They're hacked. Don't trust them. Just don't trust them unless you can trust the person who's giving you something like, say, a shiny. Don't trust them. And that's gonna be the end of those two Pokemon. Cinderace goes down to Caesar. Lenoa just YOLO high jump kicks the Charmeleon, and that's gonna be the end of that round here. My opponent only has one Pokemon remaining. It's 1v4. It is a Galarian Moltres, so technically, theoretically, possibly, he can still win this. He's just gonna have a very hard time with Moltres. He still has his Dynamax. He still has the Dynamax kitties. But regardless, as you can see, I have just so many options here to deal with this Moltres. But I'm just gonna end this here. I'm gonna try to end this. I'm just gonna go YOLO high jump kick and just smack Caesar's face into the Moltres with a waterfall. He goes for the Dynamax here. It's gonna go big. It's gonna look scary, but I'm not intimidated at all. All I need to do is land one YOLO high jump kick onto the Moltres, and it's pretty much gonna die. Very little survives a +2 Pheromosa with an adamant nature, especially if it's a high jump kick. Max Guard comes out, and that's not going to be pretty for Caesar or Lenoa here. Lenoa's going to, you know, kick that giant shield and hurt herself very much. See, I drop a lot of health there. Pheromosa is a stick bug. She is a stick figure. A gentle breeze will make her keel over half the time. But regardless, same plan here. Moltres tried to go for the double Max Guard, not able to do anything. I go for the waterfall, not do a lot of damage to Caesar, but here's the YOLO high jump kick, bam, and it is just killed the Moltres. That is going to be the end of this particular battle. Hope you all enjoyed that battle, but we're not done yet because we've got another naughty boy. That's right, we've got another naughty boy here. This person is named Berto, but like I said, we're not shaming these people. We're not shaming trainers. We're not, you know, picking on them, pointing, laughing at them. No, we're just saying they are being very naughty for keeping these Pokemon. Very naughty. Now, if they got these Pokemon by sheer chance, sheer coincidence, and they still want to keep them, all right, fine. It's their prerogative. But still, they're very naughty. You can see a naughty Pokemon already right off the bat. It is the Dusclops on the right there. A perfectly legitimate Dusclops named Machamps.com. I'm sure we've never seen a Pokemon like that before. And of course, we have an Aegislash on the other side of the field as well. I think the Aegislash is legitimate, is authentic or something. But regardless, I don't care about what my opponent wants to do. I just want to blow him up. We all know what the Aegislash is going to do. Everyone has seen what Aegislash does turn 1. Turn 1 Aegislash, King Shield. I see it coming a mile away. I'm not a young spry chicken anymore. You know, I'm a seasoned veteran grizzled rooster or something like that. I don't know. I'm running out of chicken themed analogies to use here. There's the King Shield. We all saw the King Shield coming. Everybody knows the King Shield comes. Max Flare gonna come out. I go for the Max Flare. I should have gone for the Max Airstream. Make sure I get the speed boost up, but I just want to make sure I can blow up that Aegislash next turn. I go for my Night Slash here, blow up my opponent's Machamps.com. That is gonna be the end of that Dusclops permacrit Absol for the bloody win. And down keels over. Dusclops keels over. Now, as for why I say this guy is a naughty boy, is because he's a very naughty boy. Out comes another Machamps.com. This time it's a Gengar. I'm like, ho ho, this is gonna be fun. So I'm like, let's see, what can I do here? I'm like, I don't care what my opponent brings. I know I'm gonna win this battle. I already know I've won this battle. When you fight people like this, you just automatically know you win the battle, especially if you're someone like me. Like, I understand my opponent has a mono ghost team. He's going for the mono ghost shenanigans. I faced trainers who had mono ghost teams, and they are very scary. But the difference is, this guy, his Pokemon are obviously hacked. At least a majority of them were hacked. So I already can tell that unless he's a very seasoned battler, he doesn't have the same experience that I do dealing with Pokemon like this. He's gonna go G-Max Gengar right here. So the Machamps.com is obviously a very naughty Pokemon. A very naughty Pokemon. I go with the Max Flare. Like I said, I don't care if I lose any of my Pokemon in this fight. I've already won the battle in my opinion. Down goes the Aegislash. G-Max Terror comes out from the Gengar. Furia is not a tanky Pokemon. I should have gone for the Airstream first turn, but I don't mind losing either of my Pokemon. Duskir is gonna go and blow up the Gengar here. Critical hit, almost takes down the Gengar, but it clings to life thanks to its Focus Sash. Obviously, I lose my Night Slash here. That is my primary source of damage because it's the stab boosted attack, strongest attack I have, but I still have two other perma-crit moves on my Absol here. Now, out comes the next Pokemon, another naughty trainer. He's a very naughty trainer, this person. I don't know if they're actually a girl or a boy or not. But we got a very naughty trainer here. He's bringing out a very naughty Pokemon. It is, of course, a Spectrier. Gonna be named, obviously, Pokegens.com. Totally legitimate place to get a shiny Pokemon. Totally legitimate place to get any Pokemon. It's gonna blow up for you here. That's gonna be the end of my Talonflame. I'm gonna give my opponent the Grimnay ability, but my Talonflame has done her job. She has done her job. Grimnay comes out, and now out comes the next Pokemon. It's gonna be the Machamps.com going for its moves. Gonna try to blow up my Dusk, but thanks to my Protector, I do at the very least survive the attack. I'm not afraid to stay in this fight. I'm not afraid to stay in against a Gengar and a Spectrier combo. Because, like I said, I've got my two main heavy hitters here, and they are going to be Caesar and Lanoa. They will outspeed anything my opponent brings. He didn't go for a Trick Room attempt. He doesn't have any way to slow me down, so I'm just going to sacrifice Dusk here. She has done her job. She has done the damage necessary. She has shown a very naughty trainer here. So many naughty Pokemon on this Pokemon trainer's team. Once again, we're not shaming these people. We're just pointing out that these are very naughty Pokemon. Shadow Ball comes out. It's a +1 attack. I may resist it, but like I said, Dusk is not a tank. She can't take much damage, and she's already at like low HP. So a +1 Shadow Ball from a Spectre is just gonna blow her up. This Gengar goes for a Max Starfall going into Caesar, but thanks to Caesar Protect, he is able to withstand that attack. If that had been a stab boosted Starfall, maybe if it was also boosted by Life Orb, he probably would have died there, but he survives. Now out comes Lanoa. This battle is now over and done with in my mind. There is nothing my opponent can do. The Gengar goes back to being tiny again, and now I just click the moves where I win the battle. Gonna go crunch into the Spectre. I'm an expert belt Sharpedo here with a +1 speed, so I outspeed my Fredemosa. Go into Spectre that I know does not have the physical defenses to withstand the attack. That goes down to the Spectre. Spectre is now gone. Lanoa goes for the Throat Chop, gonna kick down the Gengar. I could have gone for another move to avoid the Cursed Body, but I don't mind, taking the gamble here. That is gonna be the end of the Gengar, so now I'm at +1 on my attack for my Fredemosa, and I am at +2 speed on my Caesar. So I'm like, alright, what has he got left in the background? He's only got a Dragon Ball, and he's only got a Mimikyu. And I'm like, alright, so here comes the Mimikyu. That's an ordinary shiny Mimikyu. Probably, shiny authentic. But he's also got a Machamps.com. That's not what Machamp looks like. That's a Dragapult. So I'm like, oh, you are a very naughty boy. You are a naughty, naughty, naughty boy. So I'm like, what can I do here? I just go and click the moves I think are going to win this battle for me. I'm thinking, what is he going to do? What kind of plan could he have? And wait for it. Hey! He gets a rage. Oh, he was a naughty boy. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.